We're set for fuel for a good while. That's what keeps this heap going. Makes it pretty hot in here, too. In case we need to dig ourselves out of trouble. None are in the red, so I guess that's good. None are in the red. None are in the... None are in the... Jake's luggage. I could put everything I own in that suitcase and it would hardly cover the bottom. Phil?
Señorita?
Will this be your first time visiting El Presidio?
It will. I have heard many tales of this so-called Mouth of the West. I am curious to find out which ones are true.
You're very polite, Phil, but please, call me Harley.
What is wrong with Señorita?
It's not my name.
Ah, but it is a sign of respect. I would never dream of addressing a new Spanish lady by her given name.
Well, things are different here.
As I am learning. If you wish it, it will be so.
Appreciate it. We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley. Something I'd like to ask you. You seem quite well traveled. What's it like in a big city?
Well, everywhere's different. I've never been to El Presidio before.
It's big, but from what I hear, not as crowded as cities back east.
Doubt it's anything you can't handle. Stick with us and you'll be fine.
That is something of a comfort.
So how'd you become a healer? Did you go to school?
No. I mean, I attended the missionary school for a few years as a child, but not to learn medicine. I was taught by Dr. Sedgwick, Rosewater's physician. I worked as his apprentice for nearly a decade. He was a wonderful guardian and mentor. I am grateful for all his care.
You said Doc Sedgwick was your guardian? What about your parents?
I never knew my mother. She died soon after I was born. My father worked for Dr. Sedgwick, which is how I came to his household. He took me in when my father died from an infected wound.
I'm so sorry. How old were you?
I don't remember exactly, but I couldn't have been more than 5.
Did that have anything to do with you choosing to learn medicine?
I suppose so. Yes. If I can save somebody's loved one, grant them extra time to cherish together, well, there's no better way to help people, is there?
When did you return to the Otham?
I went to them in April of last year, but it wasn't a return. They took me in. People were leaving town, and there was less need for me at the clinic. It was Dr. Sedgwick who encouraged me to find my own path. The Otham were kind to accept me as a guest, but truthfully, I'm glad for this opportunity to travel with you and the others.
You said the Otham took you in. They aren't your people?
No. I don't know who my people are. My father never told Dr. Sedgwick, and I have no memories of him talking about it. I think my parents came from somewhere to the east, but I'm not even sure of that.
Have you ever tried tracking down where you came from?
No, I've considered it, but it's complicated. Perhaps someday.
Hey, I see something up ahead, by the side of the road. Looks like somebody's been making lots of holes.
Wagon's slowing down.
Guess it caught Lola's eye, too. Let's have a look.
Have you been stranded out here, ma'am?
Oh, no, not at all. I can see how it might look that way, but I assure you, I am here with fierce and deliberate purpose.
So what possessed you to come stand out in the middle of the desert?
My name is Amber Lee, and I am a paleontologist.
Beg your pardon?
It means I collect and study fossils.
Fossils? You mean bones?
Yes, that's right. Bones of the great creatures that roamed these lands millions of years ago. The mighty thunder lizards who shook the ground with every step. This wasn't always a desert, you know. It may seem difficult to imagine now, but millions of years ago, this was all a vast, lush rainforest. The perfect habitat for these awesome beasts.
Suppose everybody needs a hobby.
This is no mere hobby, sir. This is my vocation. In fact, I have been invited to exhibit my findings at the esteemed Jolly Good Club in El Presidio.
The Jolly Good Club.
Does that mean you know Dr. Bennett Clark?
Afraid not. As women are excluded from the club, I've not had occasion to associate with its members. They have made a special exception to allow me to give my lecture, and they are expecting something spectacular. If I don't find something truly extraordinary to show, I will be in quite a bind. Fortune has not been in my favor on this expedition. I am certain this area is full of treasures. Fossilized remains, that is. But the Earth stubbornly refuses to yield up her secrets. Say, have you any experience with excavation?
Afraid not. Can't even remember the last time I touched a shovel.
Oh, no matter. The digging isn't even the most important part. It's the handling of the fossils. As long as you've a delicate touch, you'll be a great help. I shall compensate you for your trouble, of course.
How much are we talking?
I'll need 2 field assistants. I am prepared to offer you 5 crowns each for a day's labor, and double that if you turn up something I can exhibit.
If we do turn up something good, surely it's worth more than that to you. How about doubling that finder's fee to 10?
These discoveries will surely have enormous value to the scientific community, but I fear my cash is limited. It seems you are confident in your abilities. In exchange for the chance of a greater bonus, perhaps you will accept a reduction in the guaranteed fee to 3 crowns each?
So we'll make at least 6 and as much as 26 crowns.
Sounds like a fine gamble. Let's find us some bones. You taking point on this, Harley?
Guess so. Nadine, want to help me out?
Of course.
Now remember, we are searching for bones belonging to the great dinosaurs that I believe were once abundant here. They may be scattered in pieces. I aspire above all to discover and assemble a complete skeleton for display. My holy grail, if you will. If you uncover anything useful, be sure to tag it for classification.
Don't waste too much time. We got to keep moving.
We shall reconvene in an hour.
All right, but not a minute more.
May fortune favor our search.
Oh, whoops. Sand's a touch cooler down here. I found something. And what have we here? I could probably get a few crowns for this. I can't dig any deeper. And what have we here? Say, this looks promising. I can't. Well, now, what's this? Well now, what's this? Well now, what's this? Well now, what's this? Phew. I've been at this long enough.
All right, place everything you found on the table here, and we'll have a look. A rather meager yield. But I haven't been having much better luck. Perhaps this site is not as bounteous as I had believed. These other items, while interesting, will not help me assemble a creature to display. I know you aren't trained in the science of paleontology, but surely you recognize refuse when you see it?
One man's trash is another's treasure, as they say.
Not in this instance, I'm afraid. As for your companion, goodness, you've also found some wonderful fossils. This is quite a collection. Here is your fee, as we agreed. Thank you again for your assistance.
Don't mention it. Good luck with your exhibition. Can't think of anything to add. Nothing to say. Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
Did your travels ever take you to El Presidio?
A few times. Can't say I much care for it. But that city's for you. Too crowded, too impersonal. I'll take the wide open countryside any day.
Looks like we have some time on our hands. How about a story?
Sure, why not? It was 1842, and I'd been hired by the sheriff of Bleachbone Gulch to track down some cattle rustlers. It was a long and winding trail, but by following the signs, I finally tracked down the stolen herd and the rustlers' camp. So I went back to town and gathered up a posse, 4 able-bodied men plus myself. That night, we went back under the cover of darkness. We had the element of surprise, but we were outnumbered 3-1. Before I knew it, the shooting had started. It was a long and bloody gunfight. In the end, yours truly was the last man left standing. I drove that whole herd on by my lonesome. They were all back home by dawn, with not a head missing. Lost some good fellers that night. But that was the end of cattle rustling in Bleachbone Gulch.
Hell of a story.
Now there's plenty more where that came from.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
I've got nothing to add. A deck of cards. Helps pass the time. How about a few hands of poker, boys?
Sounds good to me. What do you think, Danny boy?
I don't have anything to bet with.
We don't need to play for money. Only our honor at stake. What could be more valuable, huh?
On second thought, let's play another time. Hey, Miss Johnson?
What is it?
Have you ever been to El Presidio?
Yes, I have.
Anything else you want to say about it?
I know how to get there. Ain't that enough?
This wagon sure is something. Where'd you get it?
Won it in a poker game.
Really?
No.
Say, are we there yet?
Well, now that's interesting.
What is?
Didn't have you pegged as the joker of the group. I was thinking it'd be your cowboy friend in the duster. Ah, well. Can't win 'em all.
I'll let you get back to driving.
Good.
We're slowing down again.
Good. I could use a change of environment. Harley, could I have a word outside?
Sure.
Sun's getting low. Time to set up camp.
Harley and I'll be back shortly. Just gonna take a walk over to that spring. Danny and the others can aid in the preparations.
You better not be skipping out every time there's work to be done, you hear?
Shall we?
Lead on.
Would you look at that spring? I ain't seen water that clear since that time I went swimming with the Prime Minister's rambunctious niece.
So, you wanted to talk to me about something?
I did. I can tell you've got a cogitating mind, always assessing the situation, finding the risks and opportunities. Now that we've got a real posse assembled, I'm keen to hear your thoughts on our little venture. Everything seem hunky-dory so far, in your estimation?
Yes, I think so. It's an odd bunch, all right, but all capable in their own way. If a treasure's out there to be found, I think this gang can do it.
Delighted to hear it. You let me know if that changes, all right?
You got it.
Right, well, we should be heading back. Else Miss Johnson will...
Oh, hey there.
Howdy, friend.
Welcome, welcome. Name's Aubrey Trout, but you're not here about me. I reckon you're here for the spring water.
Something special about it?
Something special about it? This here's an etheric spring. Best kept secret in the great western desert.
Etheric spring?
Sure. Y'all know about ethericity, don't you?
We're familiar.
Well, this water's got the same properties, due to a confluence of etherically sensitive minerals deep in the earth, you see. This here's a hotbed. Taking a drink will cure whatever ails you and grant you the strength of 10 men.
No kidding.
If what you say is true, people would be lined up from here back to Rosewater. So where is everyone?
I told you, it's a secret. Oh, for now. Once word gets out, I'll be up to my eyes in folks wanting a sip of the stuff. I can see by your face you're, not convinced. Maybe this'll change your mind. Observe.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Daily sips of this water have conferred upon me a practically superhuman strength. Now, tell me, how old do you think I am?
I imagine a spry young feller like yourself can't be more than 25?
Haha, what if I told you I was 52?
Enough beating around the bush. What's your game? You trying to get us to pay you for this water? Or go in on some fool business venture to sell the stuff?
Ma'am, I am wounded. Having tasted bliss, I just want to share it with my fellow man. Or is the spirit of generosity dead and buried? Okay, look, I'll take a drink now. Watch me. There, you see? Tastes like springtime and sunlight. Now, if the water was no good, would I have done that?
Reckon not.
So go on, friends. Share in the wealth. Take a sip.
If it does even half of what you say.
Not so fast. Something is off. I'm sure you won't mind if I have a look around, Mr. Trout.
Be my guest.
Looks refreshing, but looks can be deceiving. All these trees look dead. That can't be a good sign. I've got my eyes on you.
I'm flattered.
I think something's tucked under there. What have we here? Magic Spring didn't do much for this beast's health. Did this poor animal die after drinking the water, or because of it? Wonder if this is hiding anything. Ow! Bunch of stickers. Damn. Nothing but twigs and leaves. What's this? These boards have been badly damaged, but it looks like it says WRNI. Warning? They're circling low. That's not reassuring. What's this? A money pouch. There's 10 crowns in here. Was there a sign here at one point? Wonder what it said. Water of life, huh? The others are nowhere in sight. Jake, I don't think you should drink that water.
Why not?
There was a warning sign over there, and someone destroyed it.
Really? That stick's been there since I found the place. Never seen a sign.
There was a cow skull in the reeds. Looked deliberately hidden there.
Is that right?
Yes, I did that. Wasn't nefarious, just clearing the path so no one trips on it.
Just have a look at all the trees and plants around the spring. They're dead. I'd say that's a clear warning.
Oh, it's a desert. Plenty of straggly-looking vegetation.
Now wait just a minute. What are you trying to pull here, friend?
Nothing. I swear.
Right, and I'm the Prime Minister. Quite the little scam you've got going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do. Jake, maybe you can coax our friend here to talk?
I'd listen to the lady, partner, unless you want to be another notch on Gentleman Jake's holster.
Okay. I'll talk. The spring's toxic. I trick people into taking a sip and then rob them.
Gee, Rover Cripes, that's pretty low, even for a confidence trickster.
It don't kill them. A little sip only knocks you out for a bit.
So how are you still standing after all those drinks you took?
I got a natural immunity. What can I say? Found a way to turn it to my advantage.
And that iron-bending trick?
Like you said, just a trick.
Of course. I should have seen through that. We got ourselves a real piece of work here, Harley.
You're telling me.
What do you reckon we should do with them?
We can't let him work his tricks on anyone else. He needs to be punished.
I agree.
Please, don't kill me.
Do we look like murderers to you? We need to make an example of him.
I've got just the thing. Go get me some rope from the wagon, would you?
All right. That's some fine work, Jake.
Thank you. Maybe now our friend will think twice about leading people astray. Shall we?
Wait! You're just gonna leave me here?
Plenty of folks travel this road. You know that, or you wouldn't have bothered laying your trap. I'm sure you'll encounter some charitable soul. Eventually.
Speaking of charitable souls, I found a stash of stolen money while I was snooping around.
Well, ain't that something? Come on, let's head back and see how the camp setup's going. So the little weasels concocted this whole story about how it's an etheric spring and the water has special powers, trying to hoodwink us into drinking it. All I can say is it's a good thing we ain't the rubes he took us for.
Come now, Jake. He had you hook, line, and sinker.
Nonsense. I was just playing along, drawing him in so he'd slip up and reveal himself.
Is that right? Because you looked about 2 seconds away from taking a great big swig.
Good. If I even had you fooled, then he fell right for it. I assure you, I had him right where I wanted him.
So what happened when you found him out?
We got a full confession. Turns out, the water's poison. The snake worked up some scheme to get passers-by to drink, and then empty their pockets as soon as they were out of commission. Leastways, I think that's what he said. Couldn't catch half of it through his blubbering and sniffling.
What are you talking about, Jake? He wasn't exactly happy about being exposed, but he wasn't crying or anything.
I was trying to add some drama, okay? You harbor some literary aspirations yourself, don't you? It's called storytelling.
So how'd you deal with him?
We made an example of him.
You killed him?
Let's just say he won't be harming anybody else.
Don't worry, Nadine. Jake's just pulling your leg. We left him tied up next to the spring and wrote up a sign warning about what he did. And whatever happens after, I guess, is up to the next person who comes along.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Sounds like he got off easy.
The chili's almost ready. Harley, can you come help me and Phil serve?
Sure thing. That smells heavenly.
The kid is a good cook, eh? But I believe this chili could use a little of my secret ingredient.
What's that?
Mezcal. I picked up a bottle before we left Rosewater. Gives it a nice smoky flavor. And makes you feel nice afterwards, too. This group needs a bit of loosening up, don't you think?
Okay, just make sure not to overdo it.
Me? Overdo it? Never.
We should be ready to serve. Just one last taste. Tastier than usual. Smoky. Did one of you add something?
Just my secret ingredient.
Well, whatever it is, it's real nice.
Come on, let's fill up these bowls and get everybody fed.
That was some mighty fine chili, Danny boy.
Glad you liked it.
I'd say it was the best damn chili I've ever tasted. You ever decide to give up gunslinging? Maybe you could open up a restaurant.
You really think so?
I'd be a regular.
Gosh, thank you.
It's a nice night.
Perfect for relaxing and enjoying the company of one's comrades. The best part of the day. I have always said that the battle is won or lost around the campfire the night before.
Doing all right, Miss Johnson?
I'd say so. If you'll excuse me, it's been a long day. I need to rest up for tomorrow's drive. Night all.
So, Danny, where'd you learn to cook chili anyway?
I just sorta picked it up. Can't really remember where.
I hate to leave such merry company, but... I'm suddenly feeling very sleepy. Please excuse me. I'll see you all in the morning.
Sleep tight, Miss Redbird.
Night.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
And why should I not be? We have fine weather, good food, good company. Are you not?
Well, sure. I mean, this is great and all, but...
But nothing. Here, take a drink. Celebrate.
Sure, why not? Whew, that's got a kick.
Excelente. You really do know how to have a good time. To new friends.
Hanging in there, Danny?
Yes, ma'am.
Hell of a day, huh, Jake?
I'll say. It's disheartening to know there's so many, but at least we saw through his ruse.
It's as they say. There's a mark born every minute, one to trim 'em and one to knock 'em. I know I was a little captious during your retelling. I didn't mean anything by it. World's full enough of bullshit, so I try to tell it like it is.
Fine quality for a journalist, I reckon. Hell, it's the entertainer in me that compels my stretching of the truth. What's the point in telling it like it is if nobody's interested enough to listen? Maybe that the best path lies someplace in the middle,
Time for me to call it a night.
Night, Harley.
Buenas noches.
Sleep well.
We leave within the hour. Don't leave anything behind.
Say, Harley, care to join me and Jake for a stroll?
Where to?
Not far, just along the river. Thought we might enjoy the fresh air before getting cooped up in that tin can again.
Danny breaks wind like a horse in there, you know, especially after one of his chilly nights.
Oh, come on. I do not.
I'm just joshing you, Danny boy. Shall we?
Lead on.
Beautiful, ain't it?
Let's keep going. I think the river bends up ahead.
Awfully rough water.
Shucks, this ain't nothing. It gets real wild a little ways down.
Just what are you doing up there, young man?
I'm playing.
You ought to be careful. Those branches are like twigs.
I'll pay these fussing old hens no mind, Sonny. I was the same at your age. Used to jump around trees like a lemur.
I'm good at climbing. Watch this. What do you think?
Mighty impressive, son.
Maybe you best go back to where you were. You're making me nervous.
You are a fussing hen. I told ya, I'm good at... Ah!
Shit! What the hell do we do now?
Danny!
Hot damn, he's got him. Now hurry up and come on back to shore.
I'm trying!
I can't swim!
Hold tight. We'll figure something out. Looks like it fell off that tree not long ago. Feels kind of flimsy, but it might help. Jake!
What?
I might have an idea, but I'll need something of yours.
Okay, what?
Give me your belts.
Okay, sure. Take them.
Now I've got a double loop. Danny, grab onto this. Jake, a little help, please?
Gotcha.
Thanks.
That was some quick thinking, Danny boy. I'm impressed.
That was a risky gamble, Danny, but it paid off.
I wasn't really thinking about the risks. I just jumped in without thinking.
Instincts, my boy.
Well, you knew just what to do and it worked. It's clear the rest of us weren't going to be much use. You did a good thing. I'm glad you both made it okay. Hey, kid, how about a little gratitude for your rescuer? Danny here just saved your wretched back-talking neck.
Thanks, mister.
You're welcome. Have you got a family to get back to? They must be worried.
Yeah, Ma and Pa got a camp nearby.
Run along then, son. Be sure to tell him Gentleman Jake's brave assistant, Danny Luo, saved your life.
And stay out of trees, little brat.
All right now. Let's head back to the others so Danny can relate the tale of his heroic deeds.
Actually, I'll catch up later.
Suit yourself, hero. Hey, don't be too long.
Would you mind a little company?
Sure. I just needed a moment away from Jake anyway. I'm glad you're here.
Sure seems hard for you to take a compliment. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. It isn't good to brag.
It's not the same thing as bragging. Let your friends sing your praises, then you don't have to.
I'd really rather just help others instead of making it about me.
Look, you describe yourself as an honest sort, right?
Well, sure. I don't take to lying, if that's what you mean.
Seems to me that false modesty is about the same as lying. If you're actually good at something, or if you have a good idea, just say so. No sense hiding when you've got something of value to contribute.
I hadn't really thought of it that way. I appreciate the talk, Harley.
Anytime. Let's get back to camp. Hey, Danny, let's talk.
Sure. Actually, I was wondering about something. Where'd you learn how to fight?
For a while, it was how I put food on the table.
No kidding. You were a brawler?
I was. Used to call me Spitfire Harley.
Wow. Were you any good?
I took my licks, but usually held my own. In that world, being good is mostly about how much punishment you can take and keep coming back. Same as anywhere, really. So have you been to El Presidio before?
Yeah, I was born there.
No kidding. Didn't you say your family lived near El Presidio?
In the area, yeah. They moved out to the city proper a few years back. I left when I was 16. Haven't been back in ages.
When the Otham had us locked up, you said something about having been in a similar predicament. I have to say, I've been curious.
Oh, right. Well, it's not that exciting. Nothing like one of Jake's stories.
Let me be the judge of that.
So, before I met Jake, I used to run with some folks who, well, we got into some trouble. The guy in charge, he thought it might be fun to try sticking up a post office. That didn't go so well. We wound up in jail for a few days. We didn't escape or anything, just did our time and were let go.
I see.
Told you it was a boring story.
Not at all. I appreciate you telling me. I'm still impressed at how you just jumped in after that kid.
I'm just glad we were able to save him. It's nice to be on a team again, like old times.
A team? Like those folks you mentioned before?
Yeah. We were a posse. My best friend Petey was our leader. Petey and I left El Presidio along with 5 of our friends. We were looking for new lives out on the frontier. I told my parents we were pooling our money together to buy a farm, which was true. Except, we didn't actually have any money. Petey took charge and we all started off working odd jobs here and there. But he got impatient. He got it into his head that it would be easy money to rob a stagecoach. I didn't much care for the idea, but once Petey put his mind to something, there was no turning back. So the big day came, and things didn't go so well. Petey didn't make it. I was the only one who did.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I just wish I'd said something more. Push back harder on the whole idea, but honestly, talking about it helped, so thanks, I guess.
So who were these people you ran with before?
They, do we have to talk about this right now?
No, we don't. Sorry if I had a sore spot.
That's okay. Maybe some other time.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
You think that charlatan at the spring learned his lesson?
I doubt he'll be trying that little scheme again anytime soon.
How about another story?
Sure! Here's one about the time I lassoed a rabid coyote. And that's how I ended up with this scar.
Folks, we're making a brief stop. My legs could use a stretch.
Same here.
Now that is some truly impressive architecture.
Do you think so? Truly? That it does, impress?
Is this your work?
I am indeed visionary, architect, and sole laborer. My name is Vilja Sirkas. What you see before you is a monument to love.
How do you mean?
This is my marriage proposal to my darling Marta. Every stone you see has been placed by my hand with utmost care. Soon it shall be completed, and my castle will have its queen.
Damn, feller. You're making the rest of us menfolk look bad.
I'm going into town to pick up a few things. I'll see y'all back on the wagon.
I'll come with you.
Pardon me, Mr. Sirkas?
Yes, ma'am?
There's plenty of ways to profess your love. Why a castle?
I am architect and engineer by trade. Building things is what I know. And my beloved Marta always loved castles. I thought this will be fitting. She will be so surprised when she sees it. I cannot wait to see her face.
I want to hear more about this Martha. How did you meet her?
Her father was chairman of rail company where I worked in Rampton. He introduced us.
And you started courting?
For a time, yes. Then my work brought me to Western Vespuccia, but we have corresponded. I send letter every month.
Hang on. When was the last time you saw Martha?
Just before I came here. 7 years.
You've an interesting accent. Where do you come from?
I am from Lithuania. I came to Vespuccia to work on railroad and build bridges.
And how has this country treated you, compadre?
Very well. I have had many opportunities. The money I earned allowed me to build my dream.
Is it your intention to actually live in this place?
Of course.
Wouldn't it help to have some doors?
All in due time. My dear Marta has delicate constitution. Desert heat will be good for her health.
Does she have problems with her breathing?
Yes, I believe so. Often when I would visit, her housemaid would say she was too ill to see anyone.
Now, I've heard that one before.
You said you built this all by yourself? How'd you manage that?
As I said, I am engineer by trade. There are plenty of stones all around. I simply gather and place them.
Just how long have you been at this, anyway?
7 years.
Caramba!
Great work takes time.
You're telling me you haven't seen Martha in 7 years, and you've built her this castle hoping she'll marry you? What if she says no?
She will not refuse me. Not when she sees what I can give her. But perhaps you will see for yourself. I sent her telegram to invite her here, and she sent a response. Today, she will be here.
I'll just be off for now. Thanks for the talk.
Goodbye.
Not sure what's in them, but they look heavy. Suppose it gets the job done, eventually. I can't even begin to imagine how many stones it took to build that thing. This fellow's been busy. No doubt about that.
You know, I can't help but remember the time I made a grand declaration of love. Wasn't quite this elaborate, but it came close.
I'll bet. You spare no expense when it comes to pageantry.
Certain things that need saying deserve to be said in a big way. Leastways, that's my thinking.
I really do admire this gentleman's dedication. It's rare to find someone so committed to anything.
Poor bastard. Hope this is all worth it for him.
As do I. I have a nagging feeling that things will not end well for poor Mr. Sirkas.
Madre mia. Never before have I seen such a romantic gesture. This Martha is a lucky woman.
Maybe.
If someone did such a thing for you, what would your response be?
Mostly, I'd be astonished. Nobody's ever done something like this for me, and I don't expect they ever will.
Oh, that is sad.
Just the way of things.
Harley, does it seem to you that something is not quite right about Mr. Sirkas' story?
I had that thought, yes.
I have a suspicion that the lady over there might have some clarification to offer.
Last point in. Doesn't inspire much confidence, does it? Too bad we haven't got more time to spare. I could use a wash. Guess nobody wrote in today. Ma'am?
Yes?
Your name wouldn't happen to be Martha, would it?
Why, yes it is. Martha Ward. Do I know you?
No, but I've heard lots about you. Mr. Villia Sirkas told me all about you. I believe you know him?
Only too well, I'm afraid. I just want this unfortunate business concluded so I can go home to my husband.
Wait, you're married?
Quite happily, 6 years last June.
Santa Maria.
Does Mr. Sirkas know that?
No. That's why I'm here.
How did you and Mr. Sirkas meet?
He worked for my father's company. We were introduced at a Yuletide soiree. He was pleasant enough, but then he began calling on me at home. I didn't wish to encourage him, but he kept pursuing me anyway.
Is your husband aware that you've come here?
Oh, heavens, no. He'd be furious. I left him a note saying I was going to visit my sister. Naturally, he has no idea Sirkas even exists. But he's very protective.
Did you ever actually tell Mr. Sirkas you weren't interested?
I gave him no favorable sign. Eventually, I stopped receiving him with my father's blessing. He imagined a better match for me than some associate engineer. Thankfully, Mr. Sirkas was reassigned to Western Vespuccia after a few months.
Mr. Sirkas told me you've been corresponding all this time.
Is that what he said?
He claims to have sent you a letter every month.
And they've each gone straight into the fire. I would have thought he'd get the message after years with no reply. But he's left me no choice except to come here and spell it out for him.
Is the desert heat making you feel better?
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Sirkas said it might help your delicate constitution.
Yes, I suppose he would think that. You see, when I didn't wish to receive him, I would instruct my staff to make excuses. Say I wasn't feeling well, or away taking the waters somewhere. It wasn't entirely forthright of me, I admit, but Sirkas was vexatiously persistent.
Enjoy your day, ma'am.
You as well. And if you see Mr. Sirkas again, please don't tell him I'm staying here. I'll go and speak with him when I'm ready.
Nice day out.
Quiet.
I cannot believe that fool spent all his time chasing a married woman. Has he no shame?
Just goes to show what one man can accomplish if he puts his mind to it. Damn impressive.
I have a nagging feeling that things will not.
Pardon me, Mr. Sirkas?
Yes, ma'am?
Mr. Sirkas, there's something you should know about Martha.
What? What is it?
Well, it turns out she's married. Has been for 6 years.
What? How do you know this? Did you meet her?
Yes. She said she would come speak to you when she was ready.
Ah, this explains everything. When I did not hear from her, I blamed this country's ineffectual postal service. But clearly this brute has kept her from writing. Or even hidden my letters from her.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand. I understand very well. She would not have agreed to come if she did not want to escape unhappy marriage.
Ah, right. I'll just be off for now. Thanks for the talk.
Goodbye.
Best not bother him unless I've got something to ask.
I cannot believe that fool spent...
Ma'am?
Yes?
Mr. Sirkas seems convinced you're going to leave your husband for him.
And I'm sure Mr. Sirkas also believes pigs can fly.
How will you deal with him? He clearly won't take no for an answer.
I'll find a way. I'll just...
Martha!
Bronson, what are you doing here?
I'd ask you the same. Why did you lie to me?
Oh, Bronson, I didn't want to, but I had no choice. Things are just so complicated.
What in the ether does that mean? And who are these people?
Mr. Ward, I presume? The only thing that should concern you is that there's a crazy man looking to marry your wife.
What are you talking about?
Please, Bronson, I can explain everything.
Damn fine idea. Start by telling me what you're really doing here.
I came to deal with some personal business.
Personal business? What personal business could you have?
Your husband has quite the temper. Maybe you should give Mr. Sirkas another shot after all. He seems downright charming by comparison.
Who in God's name is Mr. Sirkas?
It's as the woman said. I have an unwanted suitor. I've come here to tell him to leave me alone once and for all.
You what? Where is he? I'll kill him.
No, you will not.
I will so. Tell me where to find the bastard.
Hey now, get that bee out of your bonnet.
I've had it up to here with your cheek. I don't need your help. I'll find him myself.
Bronson, come back here this instant. I can't believe you. You've no idea what my husband is capable of.
I do not think that went very well.
Scoundrel! Ruffian! I'll teach you to lust after another man's wife!
Ah, so you are the swine keeping Martha prisoner.
Why, you foreign bastard!
Whoa, easy, feller.
Bronson, have you gone mad?
You have until the count of 10 to get out of my sight, and out of our lives forever. Otherwise, I'll make sure you won't bother us again. 1, 2, 3.
Quit the theatrics, Mr. Ward. Leave that poor fool alone.
Shut up! This is my business!
Maybe so, but we aren't going to stand here and allow you to put this man's life in danger.
Bronson, put that gun away and stop acting like a fool.
I'm doing this for you, my sweet.
But I asked you not to, Sugar Plum.
Mr. Ward, stay your hand. Don't do something you'll regret.
My only regret will be leaving this cat alive.
You'd do well to listen to your wife, Mr. Ward.
This is, after all, her business, and not yours.
I'm her husband. Of course it's my business.
Enough of this drama. Fish or cut bait?
Gladly.
Bronson!
I'm afraid he's beyond my help.
God damn. Just like that, huh?
I'm sorry, my dear. It had to be done. Martha! Martha! Come back!
Such a waste. What were you thinking, Harley? Goading him on like that?
I didn't think he'd actually do it.
Mr. Sirkas learned a hard lesson about honor. A pity Mr. Ward did not have the consideration to challenge him to a proper gentleman's duel.
What's going on here?
A regrettable tragedy.
I don't want to know. Come on, we've wasted enough time.
Phil?
Harley?
Now we've got some time. Care to tell me about how you came to Vespuccia?
I can appreciate your curiosity, although it is painful to relate. But you may as well know. I had assembled Lieutenant General de la Vega and several of my men in Jicotea, a small village on the Loyola River. We were preparing an operation to liberate the nearby town of Caballo Viejo. The Spanish army had it under occupation for some weeks, seeking intelligence on our movements. But before we could act, they struck without warning, without mercy. They did not confine themselves to fighting armed revolutionary soldiers. Old men, women, children, all were valid targets in their eyes. All held collectively responsible for resisting imperial rule. Victory was out of the question. We were hopelessly outmatched. Many brave souls laid down their lives to allow innocents a chance for escape. As civilians fled the village, I led the retreat north with Lieutenant General de la Vega. We gathered what we could of our forces from other positions along the way. It was clear that the army would relentlessly target any village known to harbor revolutionary cells and administer the same treatment. I left Jicotea a smoking ruin. I could not allow that to happen again. Temporary exile was the only alternative.
Just how temporary has this exile been?
A little more than a month now. I find it not so easy to keep count of the days.
So, this revolution, what exactly is it you're fighting for?
What does any man who is oppressed fight for? Freedom. Simple as that. The imperial government has grown fat on the labor of the masses. They torture and imprison anyone who dares speak out against their abuses. My people and I are straining to throw off the yoke of colonialism.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Good book?
I'm not much of a literary critic, but it helps pass the time. Danny told me you're a writer. Have you published any books?
Me? No, books are way beyond my reach. I stick to articles and essays, and have trouble enough with those.
You shouldn't underestimate yourself. It wouldn't surprise me to see a book with your name on the cover someday.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Guess we'll see.
Legere, get up here a minute, would you?
What's going on?
I don't much care for the looks of that sky.
No? Looks fine to me.
Give it half an hour and it won't. There's a dust storm coming. We need to seek shelter fast.
We can't just stop and wait it out on the wagon?
Even secured, there's a chance it could blow over. I'm not risking it. There's a house up ahead a ways. We'll stop and see if we can shelter there.
All right. I'll let the others know. Lola wasn't kidding about the storm picking up. Is someone living here?